You have entered the Plumbing Business Success Zone, teaching entrepreneurs the business of plumbing. This is Potty Talk Live, recorded live every week. Turn on notifications to never miss an episode. Now your host, Richard Bainey, the $1 Million Plumber.
Hey, plumbing pros, welcome to the 336th episode of Potty Talk Live. Hey there, I'm your host, Richard Bainey, the $1 Million Plumber, along with my co-host, the lovely Laura, where we're talking the business of plumbing. More specifically, how to grow a $1 million plumbing business while having a life too. Very important. All right. Hey, great to have you here. Hey, we had a great episode. Been looking forward to this episode. Your warehouse on wheels.
Okay.
All right. How to stock your truck for success.
Okay.
All right. That's something that you're interested in, stocking your truck and being successful. You're in the right spot.
If not, beat it.
No, stick around. Okay, have a good time.
Or stick around.
There we go. All right. Hey, we're already checking in live.
Yes.
BV is checking in live.
BV,
Good evening. Right back at you, brother here. Hey, that reminds me, if you're watching live, please type live in the comments. Let us know that you're part of the live social audience. If you're catching the replay, please type replay. Let us know you caught the replay. And if you're listening to the podcast, you know what to do. Just keep on listening. All right. Who do we have here? Miss
Kathy Copeland.
Miss Copeland's in the house. All right. Good to have you here.
Lance.
All right. Did I see Lance? Lance is here. Christy. All right. The Baroness.
Thanks, Christy.
All right. Yeah, she does.
I can always count on you.
All right. She makes me look good, doesn't
Thanks.
she? All right.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Mr. Aaron.
Just kidding. Hey, Aaron.
All right.
Happy Monday, everybody. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hello, Cleet from Down Under.
All right, good to have you here,
Nice to see you.
All right.
Yeah, Thanksgiving last week.
Yeah, here in the States, we celebrated Thanksgiving.
We did.
In fact, we had, it was with our family, our new family
Our
here.
Florida family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Florida family here. We had a great time.
We did. Great
In fact,
food.
we were just on here with the Terrina's hostess.
They did.
All right.
Some yummy turkey.
Oh, man, it was good. And we also had...
the Hunts were
from Canada. They wanted to experience...
An American Thanksgiving.
American Thanksgiving.
And we did it.
So
we did it all.
We did it.
That's very fun.
Did.
So,
ate ourselves into oblivion. Studios growing up.
Yes. So let us know how it sounds tonight, because this is the first time we've used them on the show, right? So yeah, let us know. How do we sound? Do we sound different? Do we sound normal, better, worse, whatever? If it's worse, then we're firing our audio guy for sure. He's gone.
Right. And putting a stop pay on that check. That's right.
Just kidding, Brad.
All right.
Just kidding.
That's right. Talking supply. That's one of the... That's a big question I get asked a lot.
Just keep talking.
You know, about supply.
Supplies.
You know, what supplies to have in trucks, what kind of supplies you need, systems, all that kind of stuff. We're going to cover all that. I'm going to tell you, what's the best way to make it easy, all right, fast, and help everyone be successful.
I'm sure it has something to do with having a huge warehouse full of inventory and lots of money sitting on the shelves.
Not.
Okay,
all right. Hey, we'll get into that.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. So hey, we got a question here.
We do have a
question here.
What's the question?
We got a question here. What do we have? What vehicle? Okay, this kind of goes along with.
Okay.
I guess make a point here. What vehicle platform do you operate from for service?
What does that mean?
In other words, what truck? Okay. What van? Okay.
What kind of van?
We always call it like platform that we're working out of.
Like we had sprinters.
We had sprinters. Okay. So do you use just like regular vans? Do you use pickup trucks? Do you use
cargo
like the transport or that kind of thing?
I know those are called the utility truck. Where it's got the thing on the side,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. What are those?
What are those called?
Yeah.
Utility?
Or you use a Hackney. We got Hackney trucks.
Plumbing.
Right. Okay. So what do you use? Okay.
Kind of truck
to work out of. Let us know.
Let us know that.
Okay.
Okay. And I see other people checking in. John Hatch is saying hello.
Hey, John.
Nice to see you. And Jeff Jordan. Tanners are in the house. Hey, John.
There's John.
Good to see you.
I saw a fun picture of their family, the kids or whatever. They were doing something silly or whatever. It was fun to see them.
They were hiking a mountain, I'm sure.
Always hiking, right.
Always hiking a mountain.
They like the Von Trapp family, hiking over. Climb every
They probably
mountain.
do sing the whole time. They probably do. Jeff said a Ford Transit with a medium roof.
Medium roof. Okay.
What's a medium roof mean?
not a high roof. Right. Well, we had the high roofs. You know, and we get into this because we're talking about your warehouse on wheels, and I wanted something that the guys could work out of, kind of like a
Can stand in.
right. So if it's raining or nasty out, we can carry a couple water heaters,
Snowing.
stand up in. All right, you don't have to crawl in. That kind of a thing. Daniel, yep. Dodge ProMaster, all right, big billboard.
Billboard.
That's right.
Yes, with that great logo.
You got to think
that
about
they have
that.
for Iron Mountain,
right?
The
The Chevy
cutaway.
Chevy cutaways.
For
okay.
Bobby.
All right.
Hey, Bobby.
That was the thing. You got to look at that. We want enough room in the truck, big billboard. Drive for Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yep.
Minnesota.
Need that all-wheel drive. That's right. Okay, and that's another thing you got to think about. Yeah, what do you need for your area? What's good to get the mission done, to perform the mission.
We do not need all-wheel drive here in Florida.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Unless we're in the sand, stuck in the sand on the beach. Which is where I'd be.
Stuck in the sand.
Stuck in the sand. Stuck in the sand.
In a plumbing truck.
All right. Gareth, I'm fixing to start my own company next year when I get my master's license.
Wow.
That's the best advice you can give me. Boy, that's a great question,
That's a
Gareth.
loaded
First of all,
question.
congratulations.
Yes. Where are you out of too, Gareth?
Right. He's fixing, so somewhere in
So
the
he's south.
south.
Oh, good
Okay,
deduction.
like that.
Yes.
Okay,
He's fixing.
It's probably from New Jersey.
Jersey. People in Jersey
New
don't
Hampshire
say
or something. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. We lived in Nashville for a while. That was a thing.
What's the best advice I can give you? It ain't about plumbing. Okay, Gareth, if you can wrap your mind around that, it ain't about plumbing. All right, it's about the business. So the fact that you're here listening to this kind of a thing, yeah, we got to do good plumbing. Okay,
of course,
but it ain't about plumbing.
It's about.
Right, it's about the business of plumbing. All right.
Correct.
Okay, so it may sound a little self-serving. You may want to check out the $1 Million Plumber Success Academy.
Well, let's let our viewers talk him right into that.
All right, because you want to know exactly why you're charging what you're charging and how much you're charging. We go through all that. Okay. All right, Lance. Thank you, Lance. Okay.
Thanks.
All right, create your own flat rate pricing. Determine how to pay. Right, best kind of marketing, those kinds of things. Okay, but
out of Dallas.
But all of that, it all comes down to it ain't about plumbing. So you're no longer a plumber. You start a plumbing business.
That's right.
You're no longer a plumber.
You are not.
All right. Any of the others want to chime in?
What is he
Academy?
now?
What is he? What is he?
He is not a plumber.
And what are you focusing on?
And he said he's originally out of Manchester, England.
Manchester, England.
England.
We got a success story. We have a client that's originally from Wales.
Wales.
He was a rugby player in and has gone through the Success Academy. Okay, I don't mean it, but okay, yes.
Thank you, Baroness.
You're a CEO.
You're a CEO.
Okay.
Gareth.
And what will we be focusing on other than plumbing? Two things. Let's help our young brother out here. Get him started in the right direction.
Our young CEO.
Yes.
Two things that he'll be focused on.
Two things you'll be focusing on.
And it ain't plumbing.
It ain't plumbing, okay? That your business becomes. All right? I'll see if anyone will chime in.
But congratulations, Gareth.
Oh, yes. Congratulations.
Yeah. Glad you're here.
Way to go. Way to step in the ring.
And there's
all right?
plenty.
All right. So first of all, let me set this up here.
Okay.
We want to make this whole stocking thing.
Stocking the trucks.
The stock, and having stock. huge mistake that we make is we wind up creating this big stock warehouse, you know. And so we have all this stuff.
Get a bigger building, so we can have a big warehouse.
You know, we put all this money into that, okay? And the stock that the guys never use, by the way, okay? And things that just get lost,
Correct.
okay? So really we want to simplify this whole stocking thing as much as possible.
Okay.
Okay? We want to simplify it, make it easy,
Okay.
all right? Make it easy as possible for Mrs. Jones.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
So how do we do that?
I don't know.
Number one, stock for the common.
Stock
Boy, she
for
was right on that.
She was. She
Shelby's
read
with it.
your mind.
Yeah, she did.
Actually.
Even before.
I know.
What was it?
Maybe
This is like
she's-
before.
Maybe
Like,
she's
are you pushing me along?
I think she might be. Honey.
Okay. All right. Number one, we want to stock for the common. What do I mean by that? The common repairs. Okay. Who's our new CEO?
Gareth.
Gareth. You know, is another example that it ain't about plumbing. We get all wrapped up. We start looking at it as a plumbing mind. Well, it could be this kind of job and this kind of job and that kind of job and this kind of job
what
and
if
all
it's
this. And I
this
got to have
and
all
then
this
it's
stuff and all that. No. All right. Step back. All right. And we want to stock for the common. All right. For the common repairs.
Correct.
Okay, so what are the common repairs, the common toilet repairs, all right, the common water heater repairs, all right, the common water line repairs, the common faucet repairs, okay, that leads to finishes. What's the common finishes?
Right.
You know.
So don't carry 14 different finishes on your truck.
Right.
No.
Okay. Just in Indy, the common finish was chrome.
Chrome.
So it was chrome. You know, we kept, chrome supplies, chrome faucets, okay? All right?
Okay.
I mentioned fixtures right there. We didn't necessarily carry faucets, we carried our mainline entry-level faucet.
Correct.
Okay? Okay, the most common one that everyone would go to. So
Right.
like a single handle, kitchen sink faucet, okay?
All the common
A
stuff.
standard lavatory faucet, okay? You know, that kind of a thing. Whatever's common
In your area.
in your area.
Right.
Don't even get caught up in, if in Indy we were a Delta town, to use the faucet example.
Because Delta is right. Delta.
Was Delta. And by the way, your customer will go with what you
Recommend.
recommend.
Correct.
Okay?
Unless someone's wanting some high-end specialty type of faucet.
Right.
But
And of course,
that's not common.
Right. So you're not going to have that on the truck. And yes, when we get into building our flat rate, our prices and that kind of stuff, we're going to have built-in time to go get that. The customer pays for everything. So if they want the high end or the unique or
Specialty.
different stuff or whatever,
They pay for that.
Right. They pay to have you drive and go get it.
Right.
Okay.
Hello.
At your hourly rate. Okay.
Correct.
All right. All right. That's you're
At your
providing a
honest
service here. It's not a
hourly
hobby.
rates.
Right. Okay. But when it comes to what do you?
Your honest hourly rate.
Your honest hourly rate.
Right.
All right.
Just throwing you a little plug.
Thank you there.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, your honest hourly rate. You're being honest with yourself, and thereby being honest with the customer
Right.
as well. Okay.
All right.
But on the truck, it's
So
just
stop
all
for
the,
the
all the
common.
common things. So what so like and we had the high rise. We had the Sprinters, the Mercedes Sprinters. Okay, with the high roof.
Right.
And that was so I could carry a couple water heaters.
Yes.
Well, in our area, the 50-gallon was the common size.
Right. One gas and one electric.
One gas, one electric.
Correct.
So I could have one of each on each one of the trucks.
Ready to
Okay.
go.
Ready to go. That kind of a thing. So so that's how you look at it. Your common disposal. Okay. Common sump pump. Not all
But
your.
not everybody uses sump pumps. Too.
Right.
That's always funny to me because sump pumps was such a big thing in our area. But
in our area
anyway.
was. Okay.
Yeah.
But whatever's common. Okay. So that's the key word there.
Right.
Common. Okay. You don't have to get. So don't have 10 different styles of flappers. And fill valves and just choose the fill valve that you want and have 3 of those, okay, on the truck. All right? Okay.
All right.
Also along the truck lines, along the
yes.
same kind of lines, along the lines with Joe to have his own. Well, this is how he did it at the other company,
Right.
And
No,
so
no, no.
I like look like where it's supposed to be and that kind of a thing.
Correct.
I had a good feel whether the guys were staying on top of things.
It was standard.
Right. So keep it common.
Okay.
And keep it common amongst the trucks.
Amongst the fleet.
Okay. All right.
Even if it's just a fleet of 2.
Yes. Okay. No. No freewheeling.
Freewheeling.
Wheeling and just deciding that that Joe wants like I said this up front, this in back, or I want to do that. You got to control that. That gets out of hand. All of a sudden, the stock thing becomes a complex.
Right, and even from the
thing.
beginning. I mean, with your very first plumber, and your second truck, do it from the very beginning.
So yes, there's a little
standard.
work up. There's a little work up front. Okay.
Yes.
That you got to create a planogram and a stock list. That kind of thing. Go through it. Yeah, a little work up front, but it'll save you a lot of time and a lot of frustration,
in the long run.
and make it more easy for your guys to take care of Mrs. Jones down the road.
Correct.
So do it. Okay.
And now is the time to do that.
Right.
Making a planogram now.
Right.
Before you get too big.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So number one, stock for the common.
Stock for the common.
Number two, up. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Pay as you go.
Oh.
This supplier and that
Supply house,
supplier, and
right.
it happened to us as well.
In 2008, before the crash.
The crash thing happened. All of a sudden, you're $80,000, $100,000, $120,000 in debt. I mean, like that.
Yep.
The supply house. Okay, and then you got to work out of that hole. The best thing I ever did for my plumbing business. Okay. Other than bring the lovely Laura along with me, all right,
Well done.
was to when I switched to cash on the stock.
Correct.
Okay, so pay as you go.
Pay as you go.
So you can have just a company card, credit card there at Supply House. Okay.
Yep.
And they ran it, and
We paid as we went.
right.
Paid as we goed.
Paid as we goed. All right. All right. It's the easy and best thing to do.
Yes.
Okay. I know we come from this idea.
Let it ride for 30
coming from new
days.
construction, and we get that. I tell you, it's so hard, especially when you're starting out. It can be, even when we got big and we had a lot more, had more money and all that. Yes, we could have went to credit, but the system was so easy and it was already in place. It didn't matter, but it certainly matters when you're starting out, like our new CEO here, when you're, expenses, money's going left and right, and
Yes.
and you're paying, you're investing to grow. When you have that $10, $15, $20, $30,000 parts bill at the end of the month,
Oh, that's
all of a sudden
tough.
the cash,
Carmen says that's what's killing us.
Yeah,
Carmen.
stop it as soon as possible,
Yes.
as soon as you can.
As soon as you can.
Go with the card and pay as you go.
Yes.
Okay. You'll be glad you did.
Yes, and your supply house will typically work with you. If you're going to tell them that you're going to pay as you go, have a card on file, and if you've got, if you owe them, if you've got a balance on the account, typically they'll work with you a little bit more
start, okay? You know, and you can have the cards that get you points and all that.
So, but you got to pay. I mean, because that's a credit card, so you want to make sure that
if you're doing a credit, right?
If you do it that way, you've got to make sure you pay them at least pay it off once a week.
Right.
Don't
we wound
have
up
a
using,
balance.
We had a debit.
Yeah.
Bank card, which the guys had. We call it the MG card. It was materials and gas. So that's what the card is.
And it had a limit, daily limit, so they couldn't.
So we controlled that a little bit. So the fear of the guy's going to take off and head to Mexico, and take everything. Well, they couldn't do it.
Right.
In fact, that was one of the memories I have is we're sitting. We pay credit card for our supplies and 98% of everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff in their supply house. Why don't they just keep it in your trucks?
For free.
And you won't charge them anything for keeping it.
You won't even charge them to warehouse their stuff.
Right, to warehouse their stuff for them in your trucks.
In your truck.
Okay.
And then you don't pay for it.
Until you use it.
So
that is a way of, if you can't afford to buy all this stock, but it helps, use their money. Their money's just sitting there.
Right.
And they have a better chance of selling their stuff in your trucks.
Correct.
Than they do sitting in their warehouse.
Right.
Okay. All right. So to reorder that, that water heater, then you pay for that water heater. Then really paying for the old one.
But
they're giving you,
Yes, it costs a lot to stock a truck. I mean, that's expensive.
Right.
To stock it. So if you can find some place that will do consignment, get everything on the truck, mostly everything for free, and then you just pay as you use it.
Right.
It's beautiful.
And even as we were paying, we worked ourselves out, we got out of the debt and we were paying cash. And I remember this supply house that was the largest one in Indy that we were. Most of our stuff from. I mean, we were doing, what? Amount said
it was local.
Right? Said sure.
We'll give it a shot.
Right? And we were the first one. They didn't do it for anybody else, but they liked the idea and thought they bit sucker. No, because it turned out to be a great thing.
It's great
because they then became our largest supplier and then some. All right, and they took that used that model as a winning model and wound up doing it with other plumbing companies. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So consignment.
Right.
Look into consignment.
Dime your guys, give them some opportunities there.
Right.
But even just, we went in. Well, we had. I don't want to throw Terrinas under the bus.
Oh, go ahead.
But I might as well. Yeah. All right. Our dear friends, family. We went down to their place. That's Route 66, and we're going to a new shop or whatever, and to a nice shop. And so we went down just to support them, and went into the current warehouse, and it was like, wow, what is all this?
What's all this crap?
We freaked poor BJ. I mean, he just won, 4x3 combo Y. What? Okay. Like the guy's going to come back and dig through all the stuff to find it or remember that's there. It ain't going to happen.
No, he's going to go to the supply house and not only get one, he's going to get another one, and then he's going to bring it back to your warehouse and throw it in the same pile.
Right.
So that's what happens.
Okay.
So that's always a fun memory.
Right.
So throw that
shop out. Right. And that's what we threaten to do with some of our clients.
I know.
I think we need to. All right. Because you're losing a lot of money by holding on to that stuff, and you're setting up a culture where it's the guys think I can just put all this stuff back here.
Right. Ugh.
Okay.
Don't do it. Okay.
All right.
So consignment.
Okay. So pay as you go.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hey, I have something for our new CEO here. All right.
Do that's right.
Okay.
Garrett.
All right. Check this out. This will be a good thing for you. My $1 Million Plumber Blueprint. Okay. All right. In it, all the specs that you need to start. Okay. To start a successful, self-sustaining, keyword there, self-sustaining, profitable, another keyword, all right, plumbing business. It's all in there for you, okay? And it's free, all right? Simply type free in the comments or go to themilliondollarplumber.com patreon.com/free.
Wow.
That's good.
You still
good
beat
to have
him,
those
baby.
boys.
You still beat him.
All right.
All right,
Okay,
so
there you have it.
okay,
Number one. All
yes,
right.
number one.
All right. Stock for the common. All right. Stock for the common. Number two. Pay as you go. All right. That's key. And finally, number three. Drum roll, please. Very, very, very important.
Super duper important.
Shelby.
Oh, no, she's asleep. That's all it's doing.
Keep it simple. Okay? Keep it simple. I can't stress this enough. Okay? We want to go off and make this very complex. Okay? That's one of the biggest killers of plumbing businesses. Okay? We make it simple.
Like how does someone
Keep
make it
simple.
complex?
Well, we get it all. They have these wanding systems, and we want to, systemize. And where we could take this part and they wand it off, and that kind of. The guys aren't going to do it. I know it's fun and exciting, and maybe your one guy will do it, but overall your guys won't do it. And what happens is we now get on the guys. Okay, we're all focused on here because I want this to run perfectly and it look perfectly, and I'm worried about losing. You're stepping over $100 bills, literally, to save nickels and dimes by keeping track of all these parts. Right. Did we lose parts?
Probs.
Things are going to get crunched and all that. Again, that's why we learned the proper way to mark them up. Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right.
In your flat rate.
In your flat rate, right? In your flat rate pricing and that kind of thing, because you cover that kind of loss.
Correct.
Okay. But, and did we ever have, I think of all the years,
yes.
I'm pretty sure someone walked off with a tankless water heater.
Yeah.
But
Bummer.
what that tankless water heater cost me? $1,500.
Okay.
And how many millions did I make?
You are the $1 million plumber.
So you see what I'm saying there? I'm so instead of what the problem is though is we get all hyped up and
all excited
about creating these complex systems and getting the guys focused on that we're super duper aware of everything that they're doing, and we make it we have these cages that you got to get special locks through, and they have special weaponry designs that if anyone
like
penetrates
lasers?
Right, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, if that's the kind of guys you hire, I mean, if you can't pick that up, you got thieves,
You have bigger problems.
Right. Okay. We want to keep it simple. Okay. Keep it simple. All right. And how we did that. Because all of a sudden, the parts aren't in the truck.
Correct.
Because it's not their
And that's lost
responsibility.
time.
Right. And all
Yes.
that's now they're going to the supply house and all that kind of stuff. All right, because it's not their responsibility.
Right.
It's your fault. Well, I don't know. I wanted it, and I don't know what happened. But if you make it their responsibility, like what the, Joe, I'm going to take you out back and shoot you, man. Okay, all right. And it's their responsibility. Culture where it's their responsibility. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's their responsibility. It gets done.
Correct.
Now, using something like Service Titan.
Service Titan, where you can have your tasks in there that
Right.
have all the
you
parts with each task.
the major parts. So like you're doing a water heater, of course you got the water heater, and a couple, in our case, the dielectric unions, and that kind of a thing.
Right.
It would spit out, at the end of the day, you spit out a report for each truck or whatever.
Service Titan.
Through Service
Correct.
Titan, and then we got to make the order through your supply house. That kind
Simple
of a
as
thing.
that, yes.
But on the other, well, you think about what the other little stuff that they use. Okay.
Yes.
We had simple as a pad of paper on a clipboard, and they would write truck 32. I need 2 fill valves. Okay, 2 3/4 inch ball valves. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? They just wrote that and they turned that in with in the next morning, and then the next day. Yeah, stop with the extra overhead, but more importantly what's happening is you're taking the responsibility away from the guys.
Right.
Have the guys stock their own freaking trucks. You're not doing a favor, it's not something nice you're doing for them. You know, you might as well have, get them fans and have fangirls out there, massages in between every job, okay? Come on, all right? Have the guys stock their own truck.
Yes.
All right? That keeps it simple, and it's less overhead, and surprisingly, things get done.
Yes.
We had that.
And it's their responsibility.
We had that for years, and it worked. Okay, but important aspect of that is keeping that the guys, it's their responsibility. So in our Monday morning meetings, 18 years, options, take good job notes, clean and stock your trucks. That's the only things we covered every Monday morning meeting. Those 3 things, because those were the non-negotiables.
Correct.
Clean and stock your truck. Stock your truck. Stock your truck. They would hear. When even after I stopped with the meetings, the word would go out. Like I'd walk the parking lot, and the word would go out. Richard's walking the lot. Richard's walking, which means you better, because that's the thing I would come down on. I never came down on guys for the plumbing. We were a new CEO. It ain't about plumbing.
It ain't about plumbing.
Yes, we expect the guys to do plumbing. Yes, we want to get them training, that kind of stuff. Okay. But I never pushed that. It was just kind of, this was there and expected.
Expected,
okay?
Right. Expected that they knew plumbing.
But a guy trashed his truck or there wasn't stock, they hear, I'd be up in his face. What the?
You shoot him.
Yeah.
Just shoot him.
Reason. Simple. All right, we make it complicated. This doesn't have to be complicated or scary. Well, you say, well, right now there's a supply chain problem and I can't get. Okay, well, we'll get a couple extra water heaters, stick it in the supply. Okay, then we move with those things. These are pirate guidelines. Okay, pirate guidelines. All right, okay, if we have this situation happening, okay, yeah, put some extra stock in the in the shop. Just so you can, would have it to pull.
Correct.
Okay.
But not.
But not with the idea of just
huge warehouse.
Do you want to take, do we want to take care of Mrs. Jones? Okay. Or are we serving Mrs. Jones, or are we building a supply warehouse? Kingdom or.
No, we're not.
Right.
No, we're building a plumbing business kingdom.
That really. It really scares me when I get guys to get into it, and it's cool technology. But the bottom line is, no matter how your guys just aren't going to do it. You get a couple guys will do it,
but the vast majority will not.
Right, but you get 15, 20 guys, they ain't going to do it,
and it'll just make you crazy.
Then your management, then your time is being spent on making sure that hey, the truck says that here says that you only have 2 half-inch 90s, but you have 100. Why isn't that right? I mean, you're riding them on that kind of stuff instead of keeping them focused on taking care of Mrs. Jones.
Right.
Okay, and on the important stuff. That makes you money. Okay, that makes them money. That makes everybody happy.
The business money.
And secure. Okay.
All right.
So there you go.
Okay.
Can you tell I got a little
bit? Gary wants to ask a question. My biggest worry. I believe my work ethic, customer service skills, and plumbing skills. When I'm concerned, I won't have any customers. Boy, there's a lot there.
There is a lot there, Gareth. It doesn't matter about your customer list. This is the customer list.
Yes,
right
you just
here.
have to be on Google.
You have to be on Google.
You have to have your Google My Business and a Google Local Service ad.
Hey, Gareth, get the
blueprint.
The blueprint, okay, and then consider doing the Success Academy. You'll be way ahead starting your business if you have these concepts. And one of the concepts is understanding the marketing, okay, and the marketing is here. It is. You can compete with the big guys. This has made it so much easier today.
Yes.
So it's not about a customer list. Okay, you'll grow a customer list, and it's good to have a customer list for some other. Yes.
Commercial. And,
yes.
and Gareth, what's the name of your business?
Okay. Start. All right. A couple of these guys are going to kick my butt next time. Hey, and they'd say it too. If we can do it, you can do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, but there's a way of doing it. All right, there's a right way to do it.
Right.
Okay.
So,
all right. So there you have
speaking
it.
of that,
All right.
what do you got?
Well, I guess we lead right into.
Yes.
All right. We're talking about the Success Academy. All right. And I suggest that, if you haven't already, check out the Success Academy. All right. It's everything there. All right. To create a successful plumbing business. Right. Line by line. Okay. In 12 modules. Cover everything you need to know. Okay. And I make it simple for you. All right. And easy for you to consume. Okay. I did it for me. Okay. So I need to have it easy to consume. All right. But it's all there. You'll come out knowing more than what these guys going to business school know. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. You'll be way ahead. Right now you can check it out, Gareth, for free. 14-day free trial. Simply type success in the comments. $1,000,000plumber.com.
You grow your plumbing business.